diversity. I've heard it over and over and over again. Before coming here, during my years at the Abbey, and especially when applying to colleges. This word has been stressed and reinforced for so many times and in so many occasions that it has become such a cliche. Bringing people from different states, different nations, this seems to be what all boarding schools and colleges are doing. Filling their community with as many colors as possible. White, black, yellow, green, greenish brown, indigo, whatever. I get it. Thanks to that policy, I am here, and will go, hopefully, to some college in the US. But, you see, I never really understood what it means to be in a diverse community, and what diversity really has to offer. I didn't even bother to think about it. I guess it is just the kind of word that the more people use, the less they actually reflect on it. Then there was this one incident last year that really incited me to meditate on this topic. It was spring term in AP US history. We were covering the post-World War II era when Mr. Geddes said, 1949 was a bad year for us. In that year, we lost China. Hey now, this was so different from what I used to hear back home when history teachers proudly acclaimed the glorious founding of the People's Republic of China. Well, this is not the first time I experienced a cultural shock, but this one impressed me the most. I suddenly realized that I should never consider anything from only one perspective, my perspective. You know, this something, it could be correct, it could be not, but more often, there's simply no correctness in an affair. From that, I learned never to take anything as a simple fact. I must always, always look at it from different angles and perspectives. What would a person from Iraq think of the war there? What would a guy from the American South think of the North? I mean, yeah, a wonderful head boy can answer that question, but you see, I began to constantly ask myself questions like these. And this is precisely where diversity can help, when it allows us to know more kinds of people. The more we know about different people, the better we get at seeing through their eyes, and the better we are at imagining how they might think about any given issue. So in 1949, America lost China to communism when the People's Republic of China was founded. I guess it's perfectly reasonable for American history textbooks to say, we lost China, but I also can't find fault with the Chinese Communist government for their propaganda about the glory of its rise to power. These are just different perspectives. I must always remind myself to remain open-minded, open to all plausible possibilities. What diversity offers are new ways of looking at things. Things that we take as a matter of fact might not be the same elsewhere. I actually began to wonder what the British might think about 1776, when they lost the United States. But here we celebrate the day and the year that frees America from what we call British tyranny. Is July the 4th, 1776, a symbol of victory or defeat? You see the shift of perspective there? But with diversity, and with all the different people around us, hey, they are the innumerable perspectives. So many windows that look out to the globe. So gradually, using these kinds of thought experiments, I learned to think as if I were someone else. Sometimes I can come up with things or ideas that even I might consider weird or immoral or even blasphemous. It's not that I would do these things or believe in these ideas. I simply accept them as possibilities. I think this open-mindedness is really something that separates us from them being many people out there who believe that they are absolutely right. So they judge this and judge that, hate this and hate that, and despise all ideas that differ from their own. But we, you and I, are different. For example, we're enjoying this great, diverse community that celebrates different ideas. In humanities, we read St. Augustine and Sigmund Freud. We read John Locke and Karl Marx. I personally found it amazing that in such a Roman Catholic boarding school, we're also reading extremely atheistic works. Now, is that not diversity? Is that not open-mindedness? And all I hope is that we all seize upon the opportunity, be open to different ideas, and, as I said right here a week ago, truly utilize the rich resources of diversity. I know, breaking through our preconceived notions is not easy. But if we really step back and look at things in a broader way from a global perspective, we can see the world more clearly, and we will understand a lot more about it than we can possibly imagine. So, this is my take on diversity. It might be right, it might be wrong. You might like it, or you might well hate it. But it could be, as I said, a possibility. I mean, it could be true, so hey, you might want to think about it. Thank you.